Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another awesome video. You guys know who I am, I know who you guys are, but just in case you guys don't know, I'm Eris, and welcome back to a reaction video. So today we're actually going to be reacting to Llama Arts once again, but with a small twist involved. Today guys, we're actually going to be reacting to maybe two of Llama Arts' most, I guess, popular horror animations, and to be honest, I actually haven't seen these ones because I think I discovered this channel like a little earlier, like 2-3 months ago, and apparently these were uploaded like what, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. And oh, okay, so I don't know, maybe like these two here if we have time, maybe this. I don't want this video to be too long, but at the same time I want you guys to see my reactions to these. So if you guys want me to react to specific stuff, let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways guys, let's just get started on this. So I guess we'll do this one first, and I just make a full screen. Let's make sure you guys can see the whole thing, and let's see what this one's about. School lockdown stories. Alright. Also, I just want to say, it's like,
it was a
what,
typical boring day in
12
calculus,
a.m. when
only
I'm
it
watching
was
this,
Friday,
so it's a
7th
little
period,
scary.
meaning the week was almost over and spring break would finally be upon us. So
Alright.
everybody was getting antsy in their seats, I could tell. We didn't have a test that day like a lot of my friends did with their other teachers, so our teacher in the middle of class just decided to start playing games with us on Sporkle.
Bro, those teachers are the goats.
He was a very
That's
laid-back teacher like
a
that.
very
As
specific
we were
website.
doing
Wow.
some brand logo quiz on Sporkle, I remember the
I
exact
don't even know what that
moment
site
it
is, guys.
happened.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right after my friend answered a question,
This guy looks
I remember
high-key
the
creepy,
exact
like the guy
answer
from
too,
Attack on Titan.
The dean's voice came through the loudspeaker. He sounded panicked and frantic as he told all the teachers this was not a drill and to go into lockdown.
Wait,
I
what?
actually got the chills, and I got goosebumps on my arms as our usually laid-back teacher too seemed panicked as he...
Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a small, like, side story real fast. If you guys have never had a school that was on lockdown, either means, like, someone's, like, someone or something is in the school when it's not, supposed to be. Like, it could be anything from, like, a dangerous criminal, some random crazy person, or even an animal, because, I used to live, like, somewhere where my school was, like, it had, like, it was in an area where there were, like, wild animals, not like, super close, but, like, close enough that they sometimes get into town and all that, and my school got to lockdown because I think a fox got to the school at one point, so, yeah, and then when I moved somewhere else, it was on lockdown because they thought someone, like, got inside, the campus and all that, the school campus or whatever. So, just side story, so I know what it feels like, but I think this one's gonna probably be scarier knowing Llama Arts' content.
He ran to turn off the lights and ushered us to the back corner of the room. We all sat in silence for about 2 minutes.
Alright.
And then the usual buzzing that came from a panel in the back of the room ceased, indicating that the school must have cut all the power. We all looked at each other,
They cut the power.
realizing this must be serious.
Okay, I've never had my
A few
school
more
lockdowns
minutes of
do
waiting
that. It was
later,
just like lights
we
off
heard
and
a
everything.
man screaming at the top of his lungs coming down the hallway. 2 girls in the class actually started crying, which made all of us even more scared. As the screaming got closer to the classroom, the lunatic-sounding man started banging on the lockers while screaming, "I'll..."
Okay, so when they're crying, I wonder if it was like, quiet crying or like sobbing pretty loudly, because I feel like, giving them a reason to like come into a room where there might be people, can hear the cry. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, crying could be kind of dangerous because if you're loud enough, the crazy person could have heard you. What the heck?
Kill all of you. It was at that moment that I started to fear for my life.
He said he'd kill all of them. Okay,
wow. My teacher
wow.
shushed us as we all looked at each other to see our peers' reactions. The banging then moved from the lockers to our classroom door.
Oh no.
And that's when one of the crying girls screamed no.
Why would you be loud?
The door only grew worse as the man started screaming, "Open up."
Like, I get the situation's like extremely, bad, but
now. It felt like an eternity that man was pounding at the door. But eventually, he finally continued down the hallway, screaming like a mentally insane person until we could not hear him anymore. I'd say 10 minutes later, though it felt like half an hour given the situation, the dean came back on the loudspeaker explaining the situation, which was surprising for him to do. He explained that some apparently mentally unstable person entered the building and assaulted the woman sitting at the front desk, causing her to flee the building screaming, and staff wasn't sure if the man was armed or not.
Whoa, what?
Now this was before the school had cameras or could afford proper security, so the school was wide open to something like this happening.
Bro.
The staff had done a sweep of all the hallways and classrooms and couldn't find him, so the dean instructed the teachers to resume teaching but to keep all the doors locked and to not let any students leave for any reasons.
Yeah, because the guy could still be out there.
The most disturbing part, however, is that one of the janitors working the night shift found the man sleeping in one of the storage closets near the back end of
Wait, so he was, like, in the school, like, throughout the whole day? Bro, what if he, like, woke up when a janitor opened up and then a janitor could have gotten hurt? What?
The school. And according to rumors that were spread by my peers, sticking out of his pocket was a .44 Magnum. The janitor must have done something stupid to wake him up. For example, leaving the closet door open, because by the time a police officer could arrive on the scene, the man was gone. My entire class, as far as I know, to this day, has no idea if this man was ever found, but I like to think that right now, he's being given the proper help that he needs.
Okay, like, thank God that, like, you know, when the janitor, like, walked away, the guy didn't decide to wake up and just shoot him. Alright, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, again, I don't know if these, like, horror stories are, like, real events or all that, but there's a possibility that it could, like, legitimately happen. Like, stuff like this isn't a joke. It's scary and all that. Like, I don't know, like, it's scary to think that schools are, like, you know, you go every day to school, right? Like, I mean, some of us did, some of us, well, most of us used to, at least, I hope. But it's kind of scary to think, you know, because, like, there's all those kids in one area, and then, like, one dangerous criminal is honestly, like, I don't even know what to say, guys. This is just, like, a situation that I hope nobody ever, like, has to experience, because, honestly, if I was in that position, I wouldn't know what to do either. Whether, you know, staying quiet would be the right choice, or just trying to find a way to run away and all of that. Like, just realistically, I know, like, staying still is probably the best thing you can do. The teachers, you know, are unfortunately, unfortunately, they have to be trained to, you know, I guess, deal with situations like this, should they ever happen. Because, you know, this world's scary and all that. But, yeah, okay, but, yeah, that was a pretty, intense one. Let's just go to his next most popular video. Alright, so it looks like his next most popular video is True Pizza Delivery Horror Stories Animated, so I guess we'll watch this one, see what's up. I'm guessing this is going to be about, like, a delivery man or whatever, so let's just get right into it. It's Horror Stories 3. Is this, like, his third video ever posted or something? Okay, I don't know what's up. Alright. Again, it's pretty scary, guys, because it's 12:51, so
I was out doing a delivery one late night. It was probably the longest drive I have ever taken for a pizza delivery. From the pizza place I worked at, it was a 20-minute drive, which isn't too crazy out where I live. Plus, they ordered 4 large pies, so I figured it was a party and I would get a much bigger tip.
It's a lot of pizzas.
Navigating the dirt roads at night was always annoying, though. I pulled up
Okay, can I just say, I feel like being being a pizza delivery man would probably be one of the scariest jobs, because, you know, I guess you get to, like, drive around a lot, but at the same time, you don't always know where you're driving, and, like, you don't know if that place will be safe or whatever, so I can just imagine, like, especially late at night, like, I can just imagine how horrifying this might be.
To the given address. It was some old, sketchy-looking building, literally in the middle of a forest clearing.
Okay, that's just sketchy.
There were no cars parked anywhere, or any lights on. I put my car in park and called my boss. I asked him to reread the address at least 3 times to make sure I typed it in right, but that checked out. I could tell he was in a really bitchy mood, and he told me to at least knock on the door and check it out.
Alright.
He would normally get mad if we took back 1 pie, but I was afraid of what he would do if I brought back 4. I was insanely unnerved, but got out anyway and forced myself to the front door of the building.
Yeah, like, it's their job, you're gonna have to, but it's still, like, so scary.
Really I heard nothing, and didn't really expect to hear anything. I was extremely disappointed, not because nobody answered the door, but because I was realizing that it was all a waste of time and gas. I knocked one more time out of desperation, and then began to hear some kind of rustling noises from inside of the building.
Nah, bro. Who's this gonna be? I swear, this is gonna be some scary thing I'm gonna look at.
I yelled that I was the pizza guy. There was silence now.
Oh no.
I felt a bit more uncomfortable now than before.
Okay, this is gonna be really bad, isn't it?
Around, I noticed something at the window.
They're looking through the window, aren't they?
Someone looking through the window. I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. All I noticed were their eyes.
Homie, leave.
Their eyes were open wider.
Get to your car and run.
Staring intently at me. I was disturbed enough by this and dropped the pizzas and ran back to my car.
Yeah, no, leave.
The shitty thing wouldn't start until turning the key for the third time. I drove off the grass and back onto the dirt road.
Bro, he's still just watching.
I felt the car rocking about, shaking and bumping. Something wasn't right. I didn't make it far from the building before I started hearing a sharp scraping sound coming from outside. There was so much resistance that I couldn't even drive. The car came to a stop.
Wait, what happened?
I got out of the car to check what the hell was wrong. A chill ran up my spine as I began to feel like my heart was constantly skipping beats.
Wait, what happened?
My tires had been slashed and had completely fallen off the rim.
When?
Not just the front though. All 4 tires were slashed. I realized somebody did this when I was knocking on the door to that building. Instead of running, I got back in the car and locked the doors. I was so close to that building, I could practically see it from where I was, if it weren't for the trees blocking the view. I dialed 911 and explained everything to the operator. She told me the cops would be over as soon as possible,
Bro.
and that I need to stay hidden. I asked her if it was advisable to stay in the car or run, and she told me it would be best to stay in the car with the door locked.
Yeah, that's,
She
I guess,
asked me
true.
to stay on the line with her until the cops arrived. My whole body was shaking.
I don't know, I feel like I would have just,
In
like,
all
hidden, like, into
directions,
trees or
there was
something.
nothing but dark, seemingly endless forest.
Okay.
I knew it would take forever for the cops to get there.
Dude, this one is seriously
I was
creepy,
not
guys. Like,
comfortable with
it's a lot
staying in that car
scarier.
So close to whoever did this.
Because he's, like,
The next
alone,
part, though,
I guess.
is what utterly destroyed me. It still shakes me to this day, and I hope nobody ever has to experience this.
Alright, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
As I was scanning all the windows, making sure nobody was outside, I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was the same person. The same person I saw at the window.
No, get out of there. Get out of there.
Eyes open wider than ever. I could see now that it was a woman, and I could ever so slightly see a smile.
Okay, but who slashed your tires? Like, did she have an
I
accomplice?
opened my door and full on sprinted into the woods, not caring how much noise I made. I ran until I was out of breath, which didn't take long, and I hid behind a giant log on the ground. I tried to cover my loud breathing with my hand as I waited and waited.
Yeah, I would have
for
done
what
that,
felt like
honestly, yeah.
hours,
I would have done that too.
until I finally heard sirens in the distance. I gathered up all the stamina I had left to run all the way back in the direction of the dirt road. Eventually, the glowing red and blue lights came into view,
Guys,
and I had never felt better in my life. They were parked in front of my car, investigating with flashlights. I came out yelling at them like a lunatic to help me. I fell to the floor and started to gag, almost throwing up from running so much. They picked me up and began to question me, to which I explained everything to the best of my ability. One of the 2 cars drove over to the building, and the 2 officers began to search the building.
Okay.
They came back with nothing except for a couple of spiky objects. These objects were exactly the same as the ones used to slash my tires. The cops guessed that it was some kind of sick, demented couple, being that I saw the woman, but unfortunately they were never found, and that still kills me to this day. I obviously quit my job right after that and started working in a local grocery store. I know that I'll never forget seeing that woman at the back of my car.
What? Okay, so in my opinion, that second one, wow. Okay, like, okay. So, obviously both of those would be, like, extremely scary situations to put in, but, like, the second one, oh my gosh, like, imagine, like, you know, just being alone in that type of situation. There are there's two dangerous people. Like, imagine you're the one delivering those pizzas, right? And, you know, you're knocking on a door and all that, and while that was happening, some dude was, like, slashing your tires to, like, keep you trapped, right? But, like, in that situation, too, that dude could have honestly just stabbed the guy straight up, so... I don't even know what to say, guys. That one was extremely scary, but, yeah, I don't know. So if you guys want to see more reaction videos like this, let me know in the comments. I think that'll be it for this video. If you guys want me to, you know, react to specific stuff, let me know, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, and peace. Bye, guys.